Hello there everybody, welcome back to another Lost Ark adjacent video. It's Topical Tuesday where we go over the top posts on the Lost Ark game subreddit over the last week. I haven't checked out the subreddit in too much this week. My brain's a little fried. I've been doing a lot of work and yeah. Good paycheck, not so good for the brain cells. Already cut my minimal brain cells down even more, but that's how she goes. Something I will say is I like this. On the front page, it's just fuck Elixirs in all caps. I'll click on that just for fun. But we are going to go over to the top posts over the last week. And let's see if we can find something. I guess the complaint post is fine. We just try to take non-meme posts just because that's how we do things here. I mean, this meme is pretty funny. So many new players, probably the Black Friday packs attracted them sarcasm. It's like the old short that I made of it welcoming all the new players. God bless, some things never change. We'll do this too, why not? We'll do one of these. We'll do one of those. We'll do one of these. How you guys doing? How are you guys doing? Hopefully you guys are doing well. Fuck Elixirs. Title. That's the thread. That's the whole thread. That's crazy. I mean, Elixirs... It's the same old shit, but I think it's the same old shit that kind of needs to keep being said. Because... if these systems never change, then the game will never... have a chance to bring back a meaningful amount of players, right? But it just depends on the goals of Amazon and Smilegate at this point. And it doesn't seem to be very focused on newer players, which is fair. But yeah, fuck Elixir's title. I agree. Why do we still have a 5-minute timer in Chaos Dungeon when the game takes 5 minutes to launch? That's rough, man. I hate it when games close or crash or I get DC'd and I'm forced to relog or relaunch the game. When the game takes for fucking ever to open, shit like this is the bane of my existence. Why the timer exists? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. It's not like you can sit there farming forever. It's not like it's hard to beat the timer. The timer, in my opinion, only serves to hurt people in this exact situation, right? Why does the timer exist? I don't fucking know, man. Love getting EA saved and logging back in at 20% completion with 40 seconds left. Love that. It's crazy, though, if you get in with time left. You're kind of gaming. Someday they'll actually fix the time it takes to launch the game. Lamau. Photosensitive seizure warning. If you or anyone in your family suffers from... yeah, I don't think they will ever... fix it. You can remove the, yeah, like this guy's saying here, you can remove the intro video, but it doesn't fix the problem of the game taking forever to open. It would make sense otherwise. Fake urgency. My internet has been finicky the past few days. DC'd in chaos a few times, lost my daily entry. That's fucked. Would argue it's a limitation of Unreal Engine 3. Aside from first boot, game doesn't load much slower on my hard drive. Textures do take a bit to pop in quality. Notices a few other UA3 games. Faster storage specs have unremarkable improvements to speed. Never measure it going from NVMe to HG. Felt pretty negligible since both were slow. I mean, I guess he's just only talking about the why does it take so long to launch. I don't know. Lost Ark definitely takes longer than any other Unreal Engine 3 game that I can think of that I've played. I think what comes to mind is Killing Floor 2. I think Killing Floor 2 is. Yeah, Killing Floor 2 is Unreal Engine 3, and that game used to take me a while to open as well, but Lost Ark is like on a whole different level. And a lot of people say it is EAC, but I mean, I guess it has to be. EAC mixed with UE3, it's not a good combination. Updated EUC price list. So this is the spreadsheet that usually makes its rounds, saying basically what's the most gold efficient upgrade. Let's open it here. These are EU prices. We can open the shit if we want, but make a copy of the spreadsheet if you want, and you can input your own prices. But unsurprisingly, gems are just never fucking worth it. Shit's expensive as fuck for normal human beings, but I think the vast majority of people still playing this game are the furthest thing from, like, not super sweater gamers. It is what it is. Accessories are heavily not worth it. IMO, once Brawl comes out with 16 EKS Dungeon New Guardian, they will again take quite the tumble. Gems are always good, because you can always resell it at nearly full value. Honing is by far the worst, as usual. This comment's not going to age well when cubes give a level 5 tier 4 gem every one. LOL! LOL! One of these are a 2-year-old screenshot, one of these are from today. As gem income increases, so does gold income. The only lost value relative to the content, 38k, was a lot in Vicus days. What in the cherry pick is this? Gems do not scale 1-1 gold inflation. SG has a financial incentive to tamper gold inflation. Gems not at all. In fact, it's going to impose on gems with money. I mean, I always find it weird how defensive people get when they get challenged on what they think, if it proves them otherwise, and then they go, nope, you're wrong, bullshit, lol. Because while it's not obviously a one-to-one comparison, I think the fact that you can take these a year apart and they're like essentially the same thing, it does say something. Really, it does. But I don't know. Will they hold their full value? I mean, value is relative to buying power of gold, right? And the supply of it. But it's neither here nor missed there. I just wanted a Luminary Helm 5-3. This is a good follow-up post to the Fuck Elixirs posts that we just saw. This shit, my Bard got giga unlucky too, if I'm being honest with you. That shit was the most miserable experience I've ever had. Probably ever playing any game in like recent years. Shit was non-stop cutting elixirs, and it just could not hit the last elixir I needed. It was horrifically unfun. Go for -4 +5 and let RNGesus take the wheel. Brother, if you ever get this, you obviously send it. You gotta get lucky to fucking cut a 5-4 or 5-3. I mean, you don't have to get lucky, but you definitely have to get some amount of luck to go your way. Trying to cut a 5-3, though, is rough. I'm getting that unlucky trying to cut a 5-3. Let me rephrase what I just said. I was sick of my guild mates telling me I was cutting elixirs wrong. I had 6 other people cutting my elixirs with me, using tools while I screen shared in Discord, and they saw me being forced to cut the same elixir 5-6 times and still ending up with 3Ds and similars. Only 1, 4, 4, and 30 elixirs. Yeah, I mean, it's just... it's random, brother. And it sucks when you're the low end of the random spectrum. And everyone thinks it's like a skill issue, or it could never be me until it is them. And then once they experience that too, they're like, damn, this is what people mean. I get it now. It just sucks that we have to get to that point before people see it as an issue. Do you like it? No, I hate it. People forgot how infinitely worse elixirs are over transcendence. And I don't understand this argument either. Both of these systems are terrible. It's just like up to personal preference which you dislike less. Because there's pros and cons to both of them. Obviously you have the quote-unquote pity of transcendence, which... yeah, it's a pity timer, I guess. In the loosest sense of the word, but... it's a very expensive pity timer. And Elixirs, while it doesn't have traditional pity, it's just not fun to interact with the systems. Both of them, it's just not fun. They're both bad. Yeah, how about both are trash and delete them both? Facts. Facts, facts, facts. If only we had joined his party feature. Hello, I have one friend, a small eater. Can you invite the artist, please? He's with me. Can you let me ink you? It's my friend. That's funny. Yeah, I've always been someone who said it doesn't really make too much sense as to why you can't apply as a party. It's not like a basic functionality of a party finder in like most games at this point. I mean, you've been able to do that in WoW for going on like 10 years now, maybe more. I don't know. It's not new technology, but I guess we don't have the technology. Party Finder overall is just so basic. They could have added more filtering options, like for example, if lobby requires CP7 or 80 flowers, it should be possible to make that a hard requirement, possibly different requirements per class, like subs usually don't have priority on chest trans. Above all else, persist the damn filters. Filtering raids would be nice too, so I only see the raids that are relevant to me. For example, I don't want to see Argos. Why is there even that button for Abyss raids? Just let me hide it. If I'm jailed in Gate 3 of some raid, show me only Gate 3 lobbies on that character by default. I don't like how I don't need to see others unless I specifically choose to. Obviously, I shouldn't see lobbies that I can't join unless I tell it to show them to me. Maybe so you can set number of roles that you can join, for example, 60 PS2 sub. And you can essentially toggle insta join and watch some video while it fills. Ideally, give leaders some repeating sound cues when it's full too, so essentially matchmaking, but with the rules set by you. I mean, there's a lot of stuff there that I just don't think would ever happen. Honestly, if they just added some like super basic functionality, we would be sitting pretty. They need a feature to have a note on your application as well if they're not going to let me whisper people on other servers. Also need an option to hide groups that are already full on my role. Yeah, I definitely think these are some of the basic functionality things that I was alluding to. WoW's Party Finder isn't anything groundbreaking, but at least it has this in many basics. This is what I'm saying. WoW has had this shit for a long time. Apply as a team, allows you to write a note during application. Up to 5, you can apply to multiple lobbies simultaneously, has filters like lobby contains healer. Yeah, this is all super basic shit that should just exist. I've said it a lot, as bad as the prog systems in Lost Ark are, I believe Lost Ark's worst trait is the shitty optimization. Load times, UI, logistics systems like DC during boss get no loot, gate systems / jail. P.S. No, I'm not rage quitting to PoE 2. Speaking of PoE 2, how you guys playing? You guys playing some? I've heard some things about it. I haven't played it yet myself. I've been super busy with work, but 'tis what it is. Anyways, oh, well, I was gonna say that's it, but I see this thread here. People that have stopped playing Lost Ark, what are y'all playing? Title: I started a relation, so I stopped playing Lost Ark. Now the relation ended, so I came back. Okay, fair. Lost Ark subreddit. Is that the video game you're playing? Probably PoE 2, yeah. I think a lot of people went to PoE 2. A lot of people probably did go to First Descendant. I think a lot of people also kind of transitioned between from MapleStory to Lost Ark and then back from Lost Ark to MapleStory. I mean, they're two very similar games in the way that they are Korean crafted, so it doesn't surprise me. With all the free time after I stopped playing Lost Ark, I went back to the gym and dedicating the time for self-improvement. Damn, what a fucking giga, Chad. Wish that could be me. I've basically just been playing MapleStory and working myself to death. PoE 2, life, enjoying life. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what life is, brother. As if bro still hard stuck on Lost Ark subreddit. I don't understand this mentality either, to be honest. Like, if you stop playing a game, do you just immediately stop looking at things or caring about it at all? I don't know. For, like, years, I would still look at the WoW subreddit, even though I hadn't played the game in years. I still look at the RuneScape subreddit on occasion. I haven't played RuneScape in years. I used to look at the MapleStory subreddit before I started playing MapleStory again. I don't know, man. I think it's different. It's just fucking... Old school RuneScape. Yeah, the new League came out. It was pretty good. Throne and Liberty is another thing that probably took a lot of people. PoE2, PoE2, PoE2. PoE2, still playing this, but significantly less time. Monster Hunter World, soon PoE2. Dofus. That's fire. PoE2. Okay, well, it seems like a lot of people are on the PoE2 right now, which makes sense because it's a new game. But that's it for today. Thanks for hanging out with me, you guys. As always, like the video if you like it. Subscribe if you want to see more stuff from me. I don't know. I got nothing else, man. Thank you to my YouTube members. Remix My Life. I'm Nufu. Love you guys. It's Biscuits Under Diz. Love you guys too. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye!